Boop, boop, boo doop. Boop, boop, boo doop. It's another week. I'm tired of shit. I got 2 shows to do tonight for the Premium Smoke Room. But you know I had to drop a pro wrestling smoke. This is episode 26, Pro Wrestling Smoke. I am your humble, wonderful host, Bobby Lucas, a.k.a. Kavanaugh of the Southern Champ, a.k.a. the Point Rap Star. I got a lot of a.k.a.s. Yes, I know y'all see Ollie Powder Chick. That's another persona that I had born. I just love the name. You know what I'm saying? We're here. And this show, you already know who the sponsors are. You know, I don't feel like going through all that right. Actually, let me do it right. The sponsors of this wonderful show is PassDat Apparel. You can find them on TeePublic under PassDat Inhalation Partners, PONTNAS. So not like partners, partners. You know what I'm saying? SmokeKind.com, the king of TCH, and it's mailed to your door. Please hit the referral link. Use the referral link, and you can get some nice discounts and check out some of their sales that they got coming up. And it's the holiday season, and it gets mailed to your door. And trust me, it's some good weed. And last but not least, she's the queen of porn, but she's also the queen of CBDs. I'm talking about Sara J, the legend herself. Check out Sara J's pain relief and stress relief line of products on sarajcbds.com. Please use my promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off. I'm talking about sarajcbds.com. Once again, BOBBIE. When you check out, put in that promo code, you get 10% off of your order, and you can use it as many times as you like. And trust me, you'll be going back there. You feel me? So, also do not forget about the flagship STO, the Smokers Lounge. I got new episodes dropping twice a month, every Monday, and every week, Tuesday, Thursday, and the crown jewel of my episodes, bonus Smoke Fridays, where I do a new interview of a new porn star for you to get to know and understand. So there you go. There you go. All right, and this is part of the STO Smoke This Over podcast family, aka network. Now, well, what are we going to talk about this week with pro wrestling? There's so much to touch on. I got to review ASE, because I did get it. I did download it. Well, I didn't download it, but I did pay the purchase and watch the pay-per-view, and trust me, it was in my opinion, a 5-star pay-per-view for an indie. Yeah, I suggest that you go purchase it every day, Patreon or what have you, but I will review that. I will review that later. Also, we're going to talk about Wrestle Dream. I did not get to watch it. I do know the results. I did get to see some of the clips. I'm going to give you my thoughts on what went down, where things are going, the whole nine. So, that means we begin with WWE. And the biggest news with WWE is I don't even want to speak on the AI conversation, because if y'all were dumb enough to believe that Triple H them use AI to create storylines, see, I told you, y'all trust nothing, believe anything. Y'all believe anything. Y'all believe anything that y'all told. And I get it. It was, I guess Dave Meltzer said it. I think it's time for Dave Meltzer to kind of retire. I ain't even going front. He done had too many instances where he was wrong as shit, sound stupid as shit, dumb as shit. And I mean, damn, at least Jim Cornette's still on his damn dean mentally. I'm like, I don't know. It is what it is. But no, WWE is not using no AI. So, yeah. Let's talk about the wrestling, shall we? Because I don't give a fuck about the dirt sheet behind the scenes and all that shit. I really don't care about so much. So, I recorded the last being episode 25 that Monday. I should have waited because apparently the visionary Seth Rollings was injured. I kind of saw the injury when I watched the match. You see, let me say something here. The point of why they do a coast-to-coast drop kick, because you're landing on your back, and you're landing flat when you hit it. You get what I'm saying? He wanted to do a coast-to-coast headbutt and decided to turn himself sideways in order to pull it off. And he landed on his shoulder. He hit the headbutt, though, but he landed on his shoulder. I saw when he got up, that shoulder was fucked up. I said, no, he ain't selling that. He's hurt. Because if he just did it in a flat way, I guess he was trying to clear the ropes because he didn't want to do it like this because I guess he was afraid. But I don't see how. Well, no, but then again, we do the drop kick. I don't know why he turned to the side and did that move. But that's why Dusty Rhodes said, don't do what you don't know how to do. Dusty Rhodes used to say that to him. It was funny that I know after he landed on that shoulder, it damn near killed it. I'm pretty sure Dusty Rhodes, Seth, why you do that move, Seth? You didn't need to do that spot, Seth. Now, I swear to God, Seth, boy, the American dream would have never did that shit. You stupid, boy. You stupid as damn rocks. Stupid as damn rocks, boy. Hope y'all enjoy my Dusty Rhodes. But anyway, the American dream, baby. Hard times, data. And it's funny if you listen to Pope sound just like him. This is, understand, Mills, I see that you have gotten better, but the Pope never taught you everything, Daddy. But anyway, so him being hurt was not a shock. The shock was the turn. Originally they said it was not supposed to happen till next WrestleMania? After WrestleMania, right? So because of the injury and because Braun Breaker is practically right now their top guy right underneath Seth, honestly. They said, okay, fuck it, let's go ahead and do the turn. And he got speared and tsunami for his trouble. But see, the storytelling was in after the spear, right? Bobby did his spiel. And actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was scrolling down YouTube and I saw one of the thumbnails where both the bronze hands was being raised by Paul Heyman. And I think Seth Rollins in some crazy ass outfit laying on the ground. I said, oh. So then I watched it on Raw. I saw the promo where he said he didn't need their help. Now, if people were paying attention, at the end of that promo, did y'all not notice how Braun was like, this motherfucker that nigga just sit here and practically said, we ain't shit to him. He don't need us. The fuck, you know what I'm saying? Bronson Reed, he just happy because he beat the tribal chief, and now he's the tribal chief. Or dubbed that by Paul Heyman. But Braun Breaker was like, I don't know. And we didn't see them no more. I ain't see them no more till later on tonight. So after seeing Punk to the ass whooping, Braun just walked over there, looking at the crowd like, you know something. I don't feel right about this nigga's promo earlier. Fuck this shit. Spit that nigga out them ugly ass boots. But here's the comedy. Everybody shook. Heyman don't know what to do. Bronson Reed is like, what the fuck just happened? And he said, and see, everyone got it wrong what Braun Breaker said. This is exactly what he said. Either you with me or, well, you know. Breaker looked at him and said, this is what he probably was thinking in his mind. I'm verbatim. You know something, Braun, you goddamn right, man. Fuck this damn nickel. Fuck this nickel. Shit, I tsunami this bitch nigga 7 times. I don't know why the hell I was on the click with this nigga. I was just beefing with him goddamn 8 months ago. The fuck, nigga? Yeah. Fuck that nigga. And tsunami that bitch ass. So now, plans have changed. So I'm expecting, and it's interesting how that Roman say he don't want shit to do. See, injuries changes shit. Injuries changes shit. Plus, low key, if y'all ain't noticed, I think what Penta had his match with I'm about to say Eddie Guerrero. Dominic Mysterio. Low key, y'all saying we smell a click with El Grande Americano and the El Americanos. And at some point it's gonna be I don't know why they still like drawing out this split for the Judgment Day. Why? I'm not understanding it. But oh well. And I think what Roxanne got instead of Vicuria's face, I want to see that match for sure. Actually, I'd love to see Stephanie Vicuria versus Miss Rodriguez. Big Mommy. Cool. Get Big Mommy cooler. Wait, no. Cooler is ass. Excuse me. Frio. Big Mommy Frio. Cold. Big Mommy cool. You feel me? I'd love to see that match. And then, of course, I'm trying to think what else happened on there. Jacob Fatu was already mentioned in news that he got hurt, so he's going to be gone for a minute. So they did a little storyline to take him out. And we're going to get Drew and Cody again. Which makes me wonder, okay, I have this theory. They're not going to make you wrestle the motherfucker twice unless, especially depending upon his status as a main eventer, twice and you win both times. That means either you're going to lose the belt the first time you defend it or the second time you defend it against him. Everyone been screaming about Drew McIntyre being champ. No disrespect, but Cody is better chasing than he is champ. I mean, don't get it twisted. I love Cody's match in the whole nine, but it's kind of like Dusty. Once Dusty got the belt, it was like Dusty champ. Then he lose it. Oh God, we got to get that belt back on him. I kind of like him as champ. You get what I'm saying? It if Cody gonna be the face, then that means he needs multiple title reigns. And he can't do the Roman Reigns, hold the belt for 5 years, and it ain't gonna get stale. Let's be real. Because Roman had the bloodline. Cody and Roman was a heel. Cody's a face. And you know Triple H like to bet on heels because he's a heel his damn self. And it's interesting that they're having a second match. When they were talking about the match that was at, I think, what was it, Wrestlepalooza or wherever the fuck, I can't remember. They made a suggestion of Drew McIntyre winning the title because Randy Orton. Pay attention to the next Raw and SmackDown. Because Randy Orton pops up in the middle of this shit. Drew McIntyre will be champion again. And I'm not mad at it. Damn it. He never got a chance to hold that belt with a crowd. He held it down during the pandemic era. Let's keep it 100. Y'all watch for Drew. It wasn't because we were bored and stuck in the house. So Drew and McIntyre deserves another title run. I'm not mad if he takes it off of Cody. Hell, I want to see Cody chase. I want to see Cody with some adversity now. Hell, he just lost the Crown Jewel title. Unless y'all decide to change your mind because now, but which brings me to what are they going to do about the World Heavyweight title? Because if Seth is gone and CM Punk is due a title shot, expect a match that might decide who CM Punk goes against. Now, do I think CM Punk gonna win the World Heavyweight title? Honestly, they should. I know, still had Braun Breaker chase after him, and they beef, but I think CM Punk should win. This is the reason why. Braun doesn't need the world title right now. The way WWE's booked it, what's the point of him being champ? They still got to deal with the bloodline. They still got to deal with all these people. I don't know where Brock is going to fall into this. So you still got Brock Lesnar sitting there. So now you got the Bronze and the Brock. The Triple B. Boy, that's a hell of a damn heel clip. Let's do it. I love him to walk into the ring and he look at Brock Breaker, he be like, and hug him. And like, you my brother. I like you. You remind me of me. Let us destroy the WWE together. The Bronze and the Brocks. Let's go. That's a heel kick for your ass, dog. That's a heel kick I don't want to see. I mean, that's a hell of a threesome. I got to deal with this big ass fat nigga, the tsunami off the top rope. Get speared to death by Braun. And then go to Suplex City with Brock. Well, man, Triple H, you ain't shit. You put them together as a... They were talking about them in War Games. How the fuck you gonna have them lose War Games? I don't see any way. If them three is on the same team, they're losing War. I don't know, dog. No, it wouldn't even make sense booking-wise. There's too much destruction in one cage. Y'all not understand it. But anyway, off of that, SmackDown, I think the big news really is Sami Zayn losing the United States title to Ilya Dragunov and the Czar. And the rumor has where actually was stated in the dirt sheets that Sami asked for this. That's serious. That is serious. Yes. Keep the belt on Ilya Dragunov, please. Keep it on for a minute. Always have great matches. Stiff. If you guys push it, let me tell you what I see for Crown Jewel next year. This is gonna sound fucking crazy as shit. What happens we get, well, in the next 2 years, we get Gunther for the Crown Jewel, main event, Gunther versus Ilya Dragunov. 5. Smoke that over for a minute. I'll put that against any main event you got in WWE right now that you can put together. And tell me that ain't going to be a barn burner, if not a 5-star. Dave Meltzer might go as far as say a 10-star. Because it's going to be physical. And these matches happen when Gunther was Volta. So he was heavier. So now he's smaller. Oh my God. They love getting, what I'm saying, laying it in on each other. But I'm pretty sure it'll be a rematch between him and Ilya. Also, Ilya has been pulled into the war with the MFTs. So I smell a Survivor Series match with the MFTs versus somebody. I saw something new. I saw something where Littlefoot 2 was telling the fans petition him to get a WWE ID. Gotta tell y'all something. For what? He's gonna be on the main roster, not NXT by next year. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, dog. It's they don't want too many Samoans right now. They got enough Samoans. They said we got enough. We got our quota. We got our quota. That's why they let go. They go with the little brother, little cousin Lance, and NYO. Yeah. They're like we got our quota of Samoans. You feel what I'm saying? It trust me. But what's funny is I'm very surprised that AEW has not thought about getting Zilla. Yeah, or maybe they might have talked to Zilla themselves like, no, I'm waiting for WWE. I'm just saying. So I know they're supposed to be a Survivor Series set up between with Becky and AJ. I mean, they're probably gonna be set up tonight, if I'm correct. Why Sick is damn, who they about to be with? God dang it. Hold on. The MFTs. God damn it. It's okay. I was sitting there saying what they're doing to MFTs. I forgot about the fact that they beefing with the goddamn Why Sick. So let's just say it. Division is, if y'all haven't noticed, Triple H is kind of copying Tony Khan's booking. Yeah, I said it. Y'all WWE motherfuckers gonna be mad at me on this. I'm gonna make sure to clip this shit. Think about it. He got the MFTs beefing with damn near everybody to a certain extent. He got the Braun, and I swear this feels like deja vu. He got Braun beefing with everybody. They done took out their damn their leader. He got a lot of put a pin in it. We get back to it. Guess who else do that? Tony Khan. He might not be using AI, but he is using TK. You know what I'm saying? But there you go. I mean, I'm just saying it. I found it interesting. I forgot about that. I was like, but damn, wait a second. Why is it? And then once again, the tag titles. I don't think the tag titles ever been defeated by defeated maybe twice. This was the worst tag team reign in history of WWE. I'm like, y'all so focused on trying to draw out the breakup of the Judgment Day, but y'all forgot they got tag titles around their waist. And they ain't no tag team feuds. It's been always smiling when something happened to Dom. Yes, Dom. You should do that, Dom. Go ahead. I'm just about like poor JD Madonna. He always take the pin. It just damn it, can y'all go ahead and break up the Judgment Day, please? One, because I would like to see JD Madonna to himself as a heel. You see what Kyle Fletcher is doing in AEW. We'll get to that in a minute. You got the same thing as this motherfucker over here. He's wasting away in Judgment Day. And y'all wonder, do we question why they say the staleness is WWE setting in a little bit? Yeah. So that let you know, it's like, understand this, I'm a WWE fan, but there's more memorable shit on AEW. Motherfuckers don't want to be real. There's more memorable shit on ASE than it is WWE now. Yeah, I fucking said it. There's more memorable shit. I ain't even going on AEW. Like, I ain't even got to go look online to tell you about Wrestle Dream. I ain't even watched the bitch. I have to literally, if I really wanted to break down what happened on Raw, I have to literally go online. Because majority of that shit wasn't memorable to me. Like I said, yeah, what's going on with the Usos, which we about to find out tonight. What you know what I'm saying? I think what's up with that, because they seem like they about to break up again. Seem like they teasing Jay going heel, but they saying, no, he's a babyface. You're giving us every reason to think he's gonna be a heel. And so why not? And two, we done seen Jay is the babyface. They're gonna give us this word when they get back together, but shit, yeah, the tag team, they've been losing. He motherfucker try to get the world title back, but and then of course, you know, New Day still fight with Penta. I think Penta. Who else? Phoenix. It's a couple of motherfuckers. I ain't even gonna. It like put it this way: WWE just ain't as memorable. Like, we know that Tiffany Stratton and Jade is probably going to end up facing off because they haven't been talking about that. But like I said, I'm sorry. AEW just ain't been, excuse me, not AEW. WWE just ain't as memorable. I'm trying to tell you. It ain't that I ain't seen it in the week. None of that. It's that I can sit here and remember everything that happened on Dynamite to the T. I remember everything that happened on ASE to the T. But WWE, and I watch Raw. Now, Asuka, I remember that because damn did she slap the shit out of Kairi Sane. And let me tell you something. I don't know where they're going with this, but I am curious. Because are you going to keep Rhea beefing? Is this really about Rhea versus Asuka? Or is it Io Sky versus Asuka? And two, because she slapped the shit out of Kairi Sane, now you're setting up at some point Kairi Sane is going to break up or what have you. I don't know that. So, people, with that being said, now we're in the middle of the show. ASE Close to Midnight. You know I had to preview this shit. Great card from top to bottom. I'm just being honest. It is funny that, like, when I went to the Independence, DPW, and this, their shows is as good as the shit I'm watching on TV. Well, that sound crazy, y'all. What is it? Independent? They in a slingshot. They in a gym. The size of the crowd does not equate to the quality of the show. Let's make that clear. But if you didn't think there was a lot of motherfuckers in that bitch, think again. It was packed. It was packed. So first, before I go into the pay-per-view, I have to announce the match for the next show. I'm going to clip this up because I want her to hear this. Alexis Littlefoot to the front of the class, onto the stage. About goddamn time. So we're gonna get Savannah Evans versus Alexis Littlefoot. God damn, I want to be in the building for this shit. Cause as much shit as this Slim Goody talk, I want to see if she can walk the walk. I'm pretty sure she can, but we're talking about Savannah Evans. And I love the promo she came out, she said, listen, bitch. I'm paraphrasing. Understand? She didn't say that. Listen, bitch. I lost a lot of money betting on your ass, but that's all right, because I went to the street and got it back. But now, I'm coming there, and I want... Other words, she said she want to put some boots that ass. She wants her shit in blood. Other words, she's coming to see Savannah Evans in the ring in a match. Remember, I kept saying, I want to see this girl wrestle because her personality to me, I like it. Because when she did the interview, she was talking shit to the girls. Like, bitch, you ain't shit. Like, I'm interviewing because I'm injured. Oh, if I was here, I would have beat you. I would have beat that bitch. So I got nothing else better to do than bet on you hoes. And my girl, Savannah Evans said, oh, yeah, you come get it in blood. Come on. So I even reviewed the pay-per-view, and I already got something to look for the next one. So $15 will be spent if I can't go to it physically. Yeah. So now, ASE Close to Midnight. This was their big show, of course. We begin with, I didn't get to see the opening match. I didn't get a chance to go look back. It was Star Power Entertainment, I think that's what they call themselves. It's ASE Star, his assistant, and then they got now a third guy with this big dude. Looking forward to seeing him. And they went against Zuka King, and he's comedy wrestler. I can't think of his fucking damn name offhand. I have to actually. I'm trying to remember his name. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, Zuka King and his tag partner. Apparently, they won the match. I didn't get to see it, and apparently, they were added. To the scramble match, which was, I think, was a 5-man, ended up becoming a 7-man, I think. I didn't get to see that match, but I did get to see the woman, the next match that was on the pre-show, which was Leah Knight versus Casey Lennox, right? Casey Lennox, very good wrestler. Leah, I've seen her before a couple of times. Leah Knight, never seen her. Very good match. Good back and forth match. Damn, I ain't even gonna front. For that to be a pre-show match. I'm like, damn, that should be on the main card. That should be on the main card. I'm just saying. It should be on the main card. That's just my opinion, right? So, after a great match, Leah Knight hits the I think the Kiss Goodnight or something, that's what she called it. It's actually a GTS. Actually was done very well. And she gets the pin. Ah, snap. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hey, sis, I recorded. What's up? Who? Wow. All right. Wow. I'm sorry I had to interrupt. I just got some news that kind of blew my mind a little bit, but that's something I'll talk about in another time on another podcast. Now back to this. Get my head together. No, I got to say, God bless, rest in peace, my aunt, Jean Lucas. So there you go. All right. Leah Knight, like I said, she nails with the GTS, and that's that match. And then it was announced that Owen Knight was going to come, and they had the Halloween costume contest, which was a good contest. It was funny. You had someone dressed up as Darius Lockhart, someone dressed up as Nick Fury. We had someone dressed up, a female dressed up as the Godfather, the pimp with the hose, from WWE. And then you had the family with the baby dressed up as the Hardys, who I felt should have won, but the Godfather won. He was like, where are my hoes, boy? I died out laughing. But then Owen Knight's break in, right? Breaks up the party. And and he talking shit, and out comes Chase. God damn it. He's the commissioner's son. Chase Coleman, Caprice Coleman's son. I am so sorry. Chase Coleman, they have words back and forth. They have a match. Very good match. Owen Knight wins. Like the surprise, like Chase, I like to see that they giving Chase some attention. 21 years old, trust me, he's ready. Because, let me explain something to you. Let me tell you what impressed me. This dude did a springboard spinning cutter and nailed it. Something about these North Carolina boys that been coming out this generation, boy, they can fly. Javon Evans, got the Jackson Drake. These boys, I'm just saying, yeah. Even the Cream Pie Posse. We'll get to them in a minute. So after that, we get to the main card. And the main card starts off with a women's match. Interesting. WWE. 3 women's matches. Not 2. 3. Oh, not tag team or 6-man. Singles. I'm just saying. So, this was My World versus Savannah Evans, which brings us to Mrs. Littlefoot. Now, Savannah Evans, it was power versus speed. Savannah dominated the majority of it, with Maya getting some good offense in. And the offense that she hit meant something. It meant, when she got off, it meant something. But at the end of the day, the cannibal had her way. And she stopped playing with her food and finished off Maya. Then got on the mic, got a message from Alexis Littlefoot. We have our first match announced for the anniversary show. Alexis Littlefoot, Savannah Evans. About damn time, Miss Littlefoot. I've been waiting to see you, baby girl. Yes, I have. I've been waiting to see Miss Littlefoot. I want to see if Littlefoot can walk the walk, because she damn sure talking. Mic skills on point. No, but I'm playing around. No, I didn't check out her page. No, girl, get down. Hey, she's the one I do want to see. Because the shit I saw her page, I'm like, you know something? I don't think the building ready for this girl here. She's something special. Now, with that being said, I think we moved on to the... If I'm correct, I'm talking about the order of the matches. We moved into the X Division title match. That's what it was. All right. So, Ian Maxwell, Soulfly Manny, the Star People, so there's two of them. So, the Audacity. So you actually had 3 tag teams in this match, technically. Now, I already figured and predicted that one, the exhibition, Leon Slater. I already predicted he wasn't going to do much work. He's going to do something at the beginning, and then at the end, he's going to get his shit off and get the pin, which actually happened. But in the middle, good match. Good storytelling, especially with Ashton Starr. That dude, he is special. He had me down. And the MVP of the match was Amir. I see why Ashton was pissed off at him. Amir was getting this shit off in this match, people. Pay attention to the assistant. Pay attention to the assistant. He is special. He was the MVP of this match, dog. Hands down. He was getting down with him. And he the one that took the pin. So there you go. Ian Maxwell. Soulfly, he's bigger than what I thought he was, but he got a nice size to him. And then, of course, the Audacity had the audacity to show their asses, of course. You know what I'm saying? We already know what Sabat can do. And you know how I scream about Treehouse. Oh, my God, the double team move they were doing was ridiculous. I'm like, shit, fuck. I'm going to be real with you. They could have had this match without Leon Slater, honestly. Y'all could have had it to the winner of this match gets a tag team shot at. We'll get to that in a minute. Because you had 3 tag teams. Let's take away. So wait a second. No, because 2 tag teams and 2 singles. Because Ian Maxwell and Soulfly Man is not a tag team. But you could have put him as a tag team. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to have a lesser weight, more flyweight, cruiserweight type division for ASE with some funky African shit, black shit for speed or what have you, you got the division. Let's see here. You got both your boys from the other game. You got Chase, the Audacity, Ian Maxwell, Star and his boy. No telling who they'll bring in for other shit. I am curious what is going to be the mid-card belt when they have one. Now, next up after that, actually, I think it was before that, but God, what's his name? Dorian Bingston. had a hold for hold challenge, open challenge. And out comes the man himself, Pineapple Pete, former Pan-African world champion, Suge motherfucking D. Now, so you can understand, this match is no strikes. Pure wrestling match. Mind you, no strike. They cannot hit. Many times, Suge D wanted to punch that dude. Trust me. He found ways around. Like one time he had him like in a, not a trailer hitch, but an Indian deathlock. For y'all wrestling people that know what that is. And he's pushing Binghamton down on the mat hard. He's not hitting him. You know what I'm saying? For the Generation Z, this probably would have been a boring match for y'all. For niggas like me, bruh, damn near the match tonight. I damn near was about to give that bitch the match tonight. As I'm correct, this match was before the 6-man. And I was about to give, the scramble match for the X Division title. I was about to give, I said this is a match night candidate. Because they made the shit entertaining. And Binghamton was using psychology. See, Suge normally come out in wrestling boots. No, he come out in Adidas wrestling tennis shoes. Binghamton even said, yo, bro, what is those? Making jokes on it. Throughout the match, he unties the shoes. Like when Suge get him in a hole, he untie the shoe and make Suge say, fuck it. Finally, after reversal, cold for hole, yada, 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 interacting, talking shit to each other, Binghamton gets up. Suge shook his hand, but me personally, they need to have a second match. Suge got some feud. We need a second match. Not hold for hold, regular wrestling. Let's go. Because Binghamton can fly. But he showed me tonight the nigga can wrestle. Holds. I mean, they were doing good holds. That's why I'm like, one thing I can say about ASE, every match is different. It's a different flavor. It's a different feel. You know what I'm saying? It don't feel like it's plug and place. You know what I'm saying? They're the right length. Because you know how many times, you know the one thing you never heard me say about ASE? That match went too long. You know how many times people have said that about WWE and AEW? I have never, ever said that a match went too long for ASE. It was right on time. Now, let's move on. I think next up was the number one contender match. This was Cedric Alexander versus LeBron Cozone. Y'all know I talk about LeBron Cozone. First of all, the commentating always on point. But please, if you happen to watch, go look at my girl Big Swole. She dressed up as Gina being stuck. You know, on Martin when she had her head stuck in the in the bedpost. That was her costume. Chris' costume was Jerome. Jerome in the house. Jerome in the house. Want to hear player call? Why you don't call me no more? All right. They really broke down the history between these two. So you understand this. These are two top trainers in North Carolina. Period. And they laid up why it's so much friction. Cozone, who has not had the career that Cedric had, has created guys that are having that career. Plus, he's doing his thing. He's right now over in Germany. Wouldn't surprise me one day he'd be the WXW champion over there, or the shotgun champion, or tag champion. I'm pretty sure he's going to eventually. I know he probably been to Japan. He never went to the main leagues, but yet he has wrestled main league wrestlers. and defeated him. Okay. So now, with that being said, Ozone and Cedric Alexander. I'll tell you the match tonight, but trust me, this was a strong candidate. See, it was funny because you know how some pay-per-views, the matches, they don't get it like they get good. They get one match, they just then no. Each match it got better and better and better and better. It's I'm trying to tell you, go watch the pay-per-view. See, Dave Meltzer, I guess he don't watch all Black Pro Wrestling. That's why he ain't gonna talk about the pay-per-view. Then again, he don't talk about MLW or nothing. But anyway, by the way, Durs Lockhart. Damn, boy, you a good booker. I'll get to you in a minute. Cause I love the promo, but I'll get to him in a minute. This match, god damn it, yeah, 5 fucking stars, and I die on that hill. These two men burnt it down, and it ended in a time limit draw. Love how Caprice Coleman comes out, don't say, he just looked at both of them and said, 5 more minutes, let's go. Still no winner. So, Caprice Coleman comes into the ring. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Oh, they're going to have a 3-way dance. This is what I was thinking. Then we're going to have a 3-way dance at the anniversary show because this is a big show. You got Ozone, you got Cedric Alexander, and you got whoever went between Billy Dixon and Moriarty of pro wrestling. The leader of the culture, Darius motherfucking Carter. I love how Cedric Alexander said, that's not going to work for me, brother. Let me tell you how gangster this nigga is. He said, dawg, give that motherfucker first crack. I'll wrestle whoever is left. Look, AEW, please make Cedric Alexander a heel. I'm him and Ricochet are the best heels. Cedric Alexander heel work, I'm sorry, is award fucking winning. The only motherfucker more heel than him on that show is Darius Carter. And we'll get to that in a minute. Let me explain this to you, right? That was brilliant booking because now you done set up the next 2 title defenses. And technically, you might have showed your hand on who Cedric Alexander going to face if they stick with wrestling logic. You can't have a heel versus heel unless y'all just don't give a shit about that. Even though would I like to see Cedric Alexander versus Darius Carter? Yes, please. Yes, actually, I would. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. They're both heels. Yeah, I would not be mad at that match. I would not be mad at any creation of that match. I'm looking forward to the core zone. See, I gave away the Darius Carter retained, but we'll get to that in a second. I'm not mad at either one of these scenarios. Do I want to see Ozone versus Listen. I want to see Carter versus Do I want to you can do a 3-way. Fuck it, let's do it. But I like how Alexander said, nah, but it don't work for me, but brother. And then left the ring and gave his baby a kiss. Ozone, trust me, he worked over that back. It was a barn burner of a match. So now, let's get to Durs. It's now nation time. What time is it? Nation time. My boy comes out. I'm thinking he's gonna make a speech or what have you, or somebody gonna come out. Oh no. He goes straight to calling out front man Josh C. Said, listen here, bitch. the Josh C I was expecting to face. So since it's like that, yeah, bro, I call you out. Bring your ass back to Ashe. We got unfinished business. Yes, more, please. Yes, more, please. Also, long-term booking. At some point, Darius Carter going to face Darius Lockhart. That's long-term booking-wise. I think that might happen. Now, whether it's for the belt, I don't know. But that's going down at some point. So now, we move on to the crowning of the first ever Ashe Tag Team titles. And the other game, which had Cream Poppy and not Zayd, but the other guy. God damn it, hold on. Give me 1 second. If we're going to do it right, we're going to do it right. Hold on. Anyway, the Ugly Gang. I don't feel like looking it up right now. Shit. The Ugly Gang. So, with that being said, they went against TME. I'm sorry that I know the guy's name because, trust me, it's the reason for it. Gannon Jones Jr. and Duke. I told y'all my predictions that TME would win. They did. It was a good tag match. Of course, the smaller guy in the match took a lot of the beating. Cream by Poppy showed his shit. But let me tell you something. TME, them motherfuckers is so ready for the big league. It ain't right. I should be seeing them on AEW. WWE. Damn, fucking New Japan. God damn. This match was good. And the commentating was good. Back and forth was good. But at the end of the day, the power of TME over the power of TME was the difference maker in this match. They defeated, well, actually, it wasn't them that did the match. They won the match, but wait. The Audacity had the audacity to attack Zay Vega and Chase Coleman, which distracted Cream by Poppy, which allowed TME to get their finish maneuver on your board. And they won. But wait, there's more. Now, y'all remember, let's go back. When Khan announced there'll be a tag team, crowning of a tag team champion, right? One of Khan's hoods in the aftermath passes TME a letter. They drop the letter. The camera makes sure to get on the letter Khan has spoken. And then they begin to beat the living dog shit out of the game. Oh, yeah. Now, what does this mean? What does this mean? Khan has a heel click. We already saw Prophetic Moses help him retain the Pan-African title. TME, who he actually favored, probably, won the Ashe tag titles. So now we have a heel click within Ashe. They just ain't got a name yet. They ain't pronounced. But probably the anniversary show, we going to get, probably the anniversary show, trust me. Yeah. Actually, would we have a three-way dance for the tag titles in the anniversary show? Because Audacity did attack the Ugly Gang. Now, I don't know how they're going to book it, but they might set it up to where since Audacity interfered and Ugly Gang won a piece and they won a tag title shot, let's go ahead and make it a three-way. Who knows? You feel me? Now, after that, we get the women's championship match. Charity King versus Aaliyah James. Aaliyah James, who also recently, I think, was on Ring of Honor previously. I think that Friday night. Damn good women's match. Power versus speed. Aaliyah James showed up, showed out. Loved the ending where she pissed off Charity King, and Charity King showed her why she's a pint house powerhouse. And that sexy ass thing beat the shit out of the other sexy ass thing. Stop playing with her food and put Aaliyah James down for the 1, 2, 3 to retain the title. My question is, who's next in line? I'm curious because my world just lost. Savannah James, she got to face Alexis Littlefoot, who out there is left. Who I would like to see go against her? I already told you Tasha Steele. That's if she come back. Anyone that I think they'll probably make it. I think her and Renee Bam Bam would actually be a good title match because she had a great showing in that Fatal 4-Way. So to me, and she had it won a couple times. So it wouldn't surprise. I wouldn't mind seeing her go against Charity King. I'm just curious who they're gonna have next, unless they take Leah Knight and put her because she got a win. But it was never announced to be a number one contenders match. So I'm just curious. I wonder who. I mean, it could be Josie Navarro. Because hell, I just sit there and watch her have a match against her boyfriend and beat the shit out of his ass. And we remember seeing her on our shade. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. So, but I know at some point it's going to be meat on meat, beef on beef, monster on monster. It's going to be Savannah Evans versus Charity King. But I don't think it's going to be at the anniversary. So I think it might be the next pay-per-view in the first of the year. Now let's get to the main event. This is Billy Dixon versus the champ, Darius Carter. It was a very good back-and-forth match. They fought everywhere. The referee, now, mind you, before I tell you to finish, the referee allowed them to, this was the only flaw in the booking, Darius. The referee allowed them to fight around the building. Billy Dixon begged for no count out. She gave it to him. They used chairs. She let that go. At some point in the match, Billy, I think, blasts, makes a mistake and hits the referee, which is a female, Mama. I call her Mama. I can't think of her name, but I call her Mama. You know what I'm saying? And Mama be doing thing refereeing. She took a hellified bump. She took a boot from big ass Billy Dixon. So another referee jumps in. The match goes a little bit back and forth, back and forth. The referee gets distracted by Moriarty. Darius Carter gets the belt, tries to hit Billy. He misses it. Billy knocks him down. Billy gets the belt and hits him with the belt. Now, somewhere in the midst of this, hits him with the belt, gets the pin. Referee counts 1, 2, 3. Billy Dixon is the new ASE champ. I said they pulled the trigger. Wow. Not so fast. See, one thing I was not expecting, and I got to get Darius this thought process. Now, does this mean that Billy Dixon will get a title run at some point? I don't know. Because he's talking about retiring in June. He gave us a Dusty Rhodes finish. Now, some of you people don't know what a Dusty Rhodes finish is, and you might have heard of it, especially if you're a true wrestling fan. Dusty used to win a match, and they crowned him as champ. But something happens that make them overturn the decision, meaning Dusty might have gave him a low blow, and the referee that was knocked out came to and saw it. Dusty had the pin, but then the referee see that his leg was on the ropes. The boy's leg was on the ropes. And now he got a reverse decision. You get where I'm coming from? Somehow, some way, the female ref came to when Darius was hit with the belt by Billy Dixon. Because she was the original official, she reversed the decision and gave it to Darius Carter via disqualification. Now, why would this finish was done? One, to give you that lasting impression of, we hate Darius Carter. You're evil. Because dude was like, give me my goddamn belt. Give me my belt. Talking shit to Darius Lockhart with the belt and be like, bitch, told you. No one can take this belt from me. You should have saw the faces of the whole locker room came out. That's what they didn't do with the Dusty finish. Locker room never came out until he actually won it. No. The whole locker room came out. The Caprice Coleman was in the ring. He's the commissioner. They happy that Darius lost. Darius saw, you are not well liked. That shows you how great of a heel he is. They gave him a Dusty finish. Well, now we will call a Billy Dixon finish. And Billy played it. He was hurt. And Miss Lady called it. Now, like I said, the flaw in the booking is she allowed them to use chairs. She allowed them to fight outside the ring with no count out. But him hitting him with the title was too much. But I like the fact that he got a visible pin on Darius Carter, which in turn saved Billy Dixon and made Billy Dixon look good despite the loss. And you protected Darius Carter because he's still champ, and you gave controversial, which now puts more heat on him. So when he do lose the belt, the place is going to erupt. Other words, you made motherfuckers want to go see the next match because now we really want to see this motherfucker lose. Because the person that we wanted to see win, the person that we wanted to see triumph for 10 years of dealing with this maniac who's been the thorn in his side, still didn't best him. And Darius Carter, once again, I see why he is number 4 on the Black Pro Wrestling Podcast Top 50, and why he is ranked and probably ranked higher this next PWI 500. I dare say he might be top 50, babe. And if they did heels, you better put that motherfucker in the top 4. Because Darius Carter, he gets more heat than some of y'all top heels, dog, with a smaller crowd. I hate to see if they had a goddamn 10,000 people. He might have got motherfucking assaulted. This is back in the day, he would have had a riot. And I love the way they laid it out. I love the way they laid out the match. I love the way they laid out everything. This Darius Carter is this. Billy Dixon is this. Billy Dixon is the new thought. This is the old school, traditional thought. Darius Carter wanted to introduce the title belt into the match. Just so happened, Mama wakes up and see that dude get hit with the belt. I was like, wow. And the last image you saw is Billy Dixon, destroyed and distraught that he didn't get the job done. He lost by sheer happenstance. He probably thinking that bitch stayed knocked out just a little bit longer, I'd be champ. But see, no, I thought it was because he hit her. She said because he hit her with the belt. Like, for example, you might have a situation where Dusty ends up clotheslining the referee, and the referee counts it as disqualification. You feel what I'm saying? Or another wrestler comes in, knock the heel out. Dusty gets the pin, not realizing the other guy did what he did, and the referee saw it. You know what I'm saying? To start a beef with them. You get what I'm saying? So now, what we know for certain is these matches for certain. Darius Lockhart versus frontman Jossie in a rubber match, because Jossie won one, Lockhart won one. So this is a rubber match. The grudge match, get it in blood match, my wrestling crush, Alexis Littlefoot versus one of my other wrestling crush, Savannah Evans. I'm calling it. That might be the match tonight. That might be the match tonight for that one. And Darius Carter versus the Broncos on for the ASE men's title. Now, what was the match tonight? Hard one. Definitely, I didn't want to give. I'm not going to give it to the exhibition match because that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And because the belt changed, what have you. I have to give it. I had to give it to the main event. I know y'all gonna say, but no, actually, it's a tie between the main event and the Broncos on and Cedric Alexander. If actually I put Cozone and Alexander over the main event this much. Understand that there's 4 matches, in my opinion, that was matched tonight, and it ain't much separating. Like you can watch and argue me down the other ones. But I think LeBron Cozone and Cedric Alexander, to me, won the night. The reason why, because one, you got 2 draws within a match. The match was good paced, back and forth. The power of Cozone versus the ring intelligence of Cedric Alexander. Because that's what it was. He couldn't overpower him. So he outsmarted him. He out-healed him. You get where I'm coming from? Cedric Alexander, this match was back and forth. It was like, I'm sorry. This could make it anywhere. This actually could have been the main event. And what made it the match tonight, because how we thought it's going to go moving forward, was completely shattered when my boy said, doesn't work for me, brother. Ashe. So I'm looking forward to the anniversary show, which I think is in December. So we're not getting anything in November. We probably will get a lot of hype for the next pay-per-view and so forth. There you go. Now let me do AEW real quick. The big argument was the main event with Darby and Jon Moxley, where they said Darby was getting drowned. First of all, have you not seen Darby matches and Moxley? That didn't surprise me. I said, well, they came up with a new way. They came up with something new. This is pro wrestling. Calm down, people. I don't think he was going to kill him. They're like, it's basically murder. Dude, they stuck forks in their forehead. Y'all must didn't see the angle back in the day when Kevin Sullivan stabbed Black Jack Mulligan in the fucking chest. Go look it up on YouTube. That's actually a thing that happened. The Road Warriors dug a spike into Dusty Rhodes' eye. That's part of the reason why he almost got. That's part of the reason why he got fired. This is nothing. I've seen crazier, but I knew Darby was going to win. Ain't no way. And I like the way, and I like the fact that Sting came back. And Sting do look badass. He look more badass than I ever seen. Period. If he didn't do much, didn't need to do much. But either way, Darby wins. I got no problem with that. I wonder what they're going to do next with Darby. And is John Moxley about to get turned on by the Death Riders because he just quit? So he lost the world title and he quit the Derby. Actually, am I correct? Didn't he pass out and lost to Hangman? I'm just saying. Of course, Hangman retains the men's championship, but Joe and the Ops are now heels. And they just extended the feud, so expect Joe and Hangman to have some type of match that has a stipulation. Trust and believe that. I'm glad that they actually turned the Ops, which kind of makes sense because of one of the results of another match. So I'm looking forward to that and what have you. In the tag team match for the championship, Brodito defeats Shinsuke Okada and Shinsuke Takada. For what I understand, we have a further separation of Okada and Takashi. Plus, add to it, Takashi the weekend before became the New Japan Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. I expect a title for title match coming up soon between these two at some point. And we will have the first chink in the armor of the Don Callis family and the first breakaway in a minute because I do see them turning on to Takeshita more so than Okada. Okay. The TBS Women's Championship. Okay, so people understand. Toni Storm and Chris Stanlander had their match. Toni Storm lost. Then Mercedes Moné comes out to break up, Chris Statlander's, title win celebration to announce an open challenge to anybody that got a belt. Mina Sadakawa, who is the Ring of Honor TV champ, goes, and we have the TV title versus TBS title. Moné is now 12 belt Moné. That's 12 belt. 11 belt, she was defeating, I think, Danny Luna or somebody, I can't think of who, for Winnipeg Pro Wrestling women's title. So she now has 12 belts. I already heard the thought pieces from every last one of you. Pro wrestling pundits. My God, it's just getting sick. It's tiring. She got too many belts. Jesus. And says to me that she's money. That many promotions won't that much of a rub. I ain't mad at it. And let's be real. She have good matches. Y'all keep saying she don't. No, she have good matches. I'm sorry. And now we see her and Chris Statlander look at each other with the AEW title. Now, do I think Mercedes Moné going to win the AEW title? I don't know. Because it'll be the second time she challenged for it. How would it look if you have her win? How does it look if you have her lose to Statlander? Unless you tell the story that the one belt she can't get is the AEW belt. And it takes her to lose all those belts for her to be focused on the AEW title and finally win it. Now, if y'all trying to tell that story, I get that. I think that's the story they're trying to tell because I don't see them taking the belt off of Statlander. Right? It's been too long. She was pegged to get it a while back before she got hurt. Now she got the belt. Kind of got to run with it. Now, also, we got a tease to who might be the tag champs. Me and Sharon Coway and my girl Toni Storm. Sorry, you ain't champ. They both admitted they lost it all, but they got each other. So guess what? We have a tag team tournament that should be coming up, should be announced this coming Wednesday for the tag team titles, because now that we got the Wrestle Dream, it's time for these tag titles that y'all announced. It's time for somebody to get them. We already got the tag team division set up. Let's do this tournament. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Now, oh boy. Next up is the TNT Championship. Kyle Fletcher retained, no surprise there. I know it was a good match. Kyle Fletcher always have good matches. I'm curious to see who is next in line to go after his title and so forth. We had, which later found out was a Tornado Trios match for the number one contenders for the Trios title. The Hurt Syndicate did defeat the Demand, which made sense because the Demand did get a tag team pin over the Hurt Syndicate, and they did win the street fight. They had to give one back to Hurt Syndicate. Plus, Hurt Syndicate versus the Ops. Give me that, please. No bread, no water, just meat. These are two big boys. These two big teams. It's going to be a horse fight. I am all for it. Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs. That's the guy that's going to deal with Lashley, and then you got Samoa Joe versus MVP. I smell a single match that's going to take place, 2 single matches at least. Lashley, I would like to see Lashley versus Hobbs. Me personally, I would like to see that. I would like to see Shibata versus Shelton Benjamin. Now, do we get an MVP versus Samoa Joe? No, we don't want that. Save them for the trios match. Actually, save Joe for the world title, because I smell another title match coming up for that. Now, the 50K tag match, Jurassic Express defeated the Young Bucks in a very good match. At the end of it, Don Callis, of course, family raised their head, attacks Jurassic Park. Omega comes out, try to convince the Young Bucks to come back, teasing an elite return. He goes in there to make the save. He gets his ass handed until Jurassic Express comes out. So now we're going to get a story of the Young Bucks becoming faces again. And the the elite coming back together. Makes sense. I mean, we didn't have 2 years of the Bucks being heels. At some point, they need to turn. And we need the Bucks to focus on trying to get the tag titles. I need FTR versus Young Bucks. Heel FTR versus face Young Bucks. Yes, let's go. I don't give a fuck y'all can say and say, we done seen this match. People, that is the long-term feud. If you notice, they have kept them fuckers from each other. At some point, Bandito is going to give the belts to FTR, and I want the Young Bucks be the ones that take it from them. Who else is there? Unless you talk about the Gates of Agony. Speaking about that, FTR defeated Jet Speed. That was on the pre-show. Anyway, and Jamie Hayter defeated Tackler. Interesting with that because Where are we going to go with Jamie Hayter? Are we going to go TBS title? Are we going to go the women's tag title? Are we going to go women's world title? Because I haven't kept up with Ring of Honor, so sorry, that's why I don't talk about it too tough. I'm curious. My prediction is they need to get the TBS title off of Monet, and Monet could probably take a loss. It's like this: if Monet loses that TBS title, then yes, she's winning AEW. But I think either that or they're going to further Jamie Hayter and Tekala's feud. We'll see. And the rest was, I think, on their pre-show. Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale defeated Megan Bain and before it. At some point, we're going to get we have gotten it before, but I'm expecting a Willow Nightingale and Megan Bain singles match at some point. Eddie Kingston and Hook defeated the Frat House. They now said they're looking to go after the tag titles. Boy, this is a flooded tag team division, people. I mean, it is flooded. It is flooded. And the Death Riders defeated Roger Strong in the conglomeration. And that's the pay-per-view. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen, the aftermath of all this, what's going to go down. Andrade is gone for a year. Now, if I'm correct, he can't, because they didn't say that he gave up the crash belt, and they didn't say that he gave up the, I think he supposed to went for the Puerto Rican World title, WWC, Worldwide Wrestling Council, the World Wrestling Council, Carlos Colon's promotion. I don't know if they say he can't be seen on TV in the U.S. I don't know what determines his shit, but he's definitely, let me explain to you something. He breached the contract. So the contract that he signed with AEW, when people say he got fired, he got fired. He never had a job with AEW because technically he was still under WWE because of that 90-day contract. When he brought his happy ass up there for that TV appearance, what ended up happening was he breached the contract. Now he has to wait a year. AEW had to let him go and null and void the contract because technically that contract was null and void once he signed it because he was not clear of the WWE 90 days. So that contract is null and void. So technically, he just paid him for one night. So will Andrade be back? It wouldn't surprise me if they bring Andrade back and he be back in AEW. The question is, did Andrade knew about the 90 days and did he alert Tony Khan? If he didn't alert Tony Khan, then that's a conversation for another day. So that's it for pro wrestling. You feel me? I will watch Raw to see what happens and the explanation that Braun Breaker will have. Because he's the one we want to hear from. Heyman and them didn't have a clue he was going to do this. They just went with it. And now, how does Survivor Series change? How does the World Heavyweight title picture change? Is the belt going to be stripped from Seth Rollins? Now, what I'm expecting is this. Y'all going to be mad as fuck. WWE is going to do an AEW. They're going to make whoever wins the match between Punk and whoever the interim World Heavyweight Champion. Meaning that when Rollins comes back, he gets an automatic match with both belts on the line to decide who is the real World Heavyweight Champion. The CM Punk storyline with John Cena. He beats John Cena, takes the belt, leaves the company. They end up crowning a new champion who ended up being John Cena. Guess who comes back? CM Punk. No, bitch, you're not the champ. I am. They had to have a match. This is going to be the same storyline. because I don't see them stripping the belt from him because Rollins is too important to the storyline. Plus, now he got to get his get back on the Vision. So now he got two things he got to do. So it makes sense that they don't strip him of the belt. Now, if they strip him of the belt, I ain't mad at that neither. But I got a feeling whoever wins that match with CM Punk and whomever is going to be considered the interim world heavyweight champion. I don't see them taking the belt from Rollins. Now, they say that we're not stripping Rollins of the belt, but what's going to happen is when Rollins get healthy and come back, he gets a chance to, he gets first dib at whoever is champ. Because technically he's champ, the Owens interim. No different than what happens when Red Velvet come back and she got to face Mercedes Moné. See? So there you go. So I'm done. So with that being said, let me tell you what y'all need to know before I get up out of here. Got two wonderful spots on the Smoke This Over podcast family. That is for subscribers only. That's right. You have to pay to watch, but it's not going to break your pockets. And trust me, it is worth every penny. First up, the place where the conversation gets saucier. Tits pop out, dildos might pop out. You don't know what pop off unless you subscribe. The Premium Smoke Room on Loyal Fans. I have 5 premium podcasts, 5 now because I have a podcast debuting November 1st. That's right. Deep in them guts with the sexy Queen Honey Bee from Houston, Texas. As we're going to talk about porn we're going to talk about porn. We're going to interview people, and we're going to give you the tea about the business. So you might want to check that out. Also, the audio will be up on Spotify. The video, you got to pay to watch. You can listen to the audio, but trust me, it's not going to give you the same experience. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like that with the Joe Budden podcast now. I kind of need to start watching the video. I might even subscribe to the Patreon because I've been missing out on shit. You know what I'm saying? Also, you can check me out, my work, as I give ladies the work, because Big Dick grows into steaks in my video store. Also, I got a subscription-based podcasts over on Spotify. That's right. I need to go to Spotify. Go to my page on Spotify. You see the one that got the little lock link. Hit that link. It'll tell you where you need to go to subscribe so you can listen. The first one being Had to Smoke On It, where I give my unapologetic, unpopular, and controversial opinions upon certain topics that I feel like talking about. And the other podcast, The Place Where the Men Can Come and Talk They Shit. Savage Smoke, people, where I talk to the industry's top male talents and producers. We give you that real smoke from a male perspective. So whether you need that premium smoke, whether you had to smoke on it, or even better, you need some Savage Smoke. Either way, subscribe to the smoke, people. And if you do, guess what? It helps me keep this business going. It helped me advance. It helped me do even more. You feel me? And trust me, it's great content. You know what I'm saying? And you can follow me on Loyal Fans. You know what I'm saying? You know, period. I got some stuff but just the followers. But more shit is if you subscribe and become a premium smoker. You feel me? So with that being said, also don't forget the crown jewel of the STO podcast family, STO, the Smokers Lounge. Told you. Twice a month on Monday, I drop an episode called Special Smoke. Tuesdays, I drop an episode where I bring somebody back and we talk some real shit. Thursday, usually I drop that. That's all about me. I talk about hot topics, politics, whatever up under the sun that happened that week that I feel like need to be discussed. And the crown jewel of that, of the STO, the Smoker Lounge, Bonus Smoke Fridays, people. That's right. Where I interview a new lady or gent about the pro wrestling business. So please come smoke with me 3 to 4 times out the week. Say no more. Also, you can listen to me on SGP Radio. You can listen to me on all your podcasts because this is one of the podcasts on there. So with that being said, you know we're in these things all day, every day, no matter where we are on the Smoke This Over podcast family. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? We haven't learned anything. Smoke this over. Littlefoot, I got 50 on the books that you'll win. Make me some money, girl. We out.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head. No.
Yeah. Bullshit. You.
Don't do the crime.
Born rap star.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Live on the stage, back on my shit. Now I'm beating dick to a born day. Back on my rap shit, no cap shit. Can't say shit. Just trying to be hood, but not dead in dick. Your boys can't watch from the sideline. Cause I get mine like a rip tide. Don't get carried by the rock side. As I try to get my broke days like apartheid. South Africa. Top spot, I'm coming after you. Laughter. For the boys who thought it was safe after I left the game. Now I'm back at the game. Ain't a damn thing changed. Still the same. The only thing that changed, I got some gray in my veins. I'm still the champ. I'm still the shit. Y'all just the shit. Not even worth a comment.
Don't go to bed with no price on your head. No. Don't do the
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Yeah.